Top model Erica Kane, under indictment for the murder of her employer, Kent Bogart, reportedly showed up in the disguise of a nun yesterday at Bogart's memorial service at St. Ignatius Church in Manhattan. Police say that she disappeared before they could apprehend her. Millionaire industrialist Lars Bogart, the slain man's father, has vowed to see the model stand trial for the alleged murder and has offered a $50,000 reward for information leading to her capture and arrest. Why doesn't he leave me alone? I didn't do it. I didn't.
Oh, good morning, sister.
Well, good morning, Mrs. Whalen.
Has the morning paper come?
Are you just okay?
So there's 122.50. That was for the pump.
Okay.
Then there was a massage, $14.95.
Morning, ladies. How's every little thing?
Hi, Chad. It's great.
How you doing?
Beautiful day out, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, Jenny, I was thinking that you should get out and enjoy it.
Well, I'd like to, but I've got all these bills I've got to get done.
Well, that's okay, honey. You don't have to worry about that. Did you happen to have anything special in mind, Kat?
I most certainly do. I have a very special invitation for Miss Jenny Garden
Oh, what
from
is
Mrs.
it?
Martin.
Oh, what is it?
Yep, she decided that since the weather is so gorgeous, she was going to fix a picnic lunch, serve it on the porch, and she wants you to attend.
That's really nice, but Mama wants these bills out today.
Oh, honey, don't you worry about that. I'll take care of these little bills. I'll finish them myself. There's no rush, please. Why don't you go and enjoy
Mama, I
yourself?
promise
You heard it
I'll
yourself.
do them today, okay?
You heard the
That's
boss.
okay, I know.
Today.
I know you will, honey. You're a good girl.
Come on, she's waiting for us.
Sweet.
I am sweet, and I'm glad when you tell me I'm sweet, too.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, honey.
Thanks a lot, Ted. Show her a real good time now.
You got it.
Bye-bye. Ethel, honey, Jenny left.
Phoebe, I never meant to upset you so.
No, it's all right. I had to know. You had to tell. Oh, an evil, evil man.
Yes, he is, and that's what scares me more than anything, as to where all this is going to end.
And Daisy, you don't think...
Phoebe, think for a moment. Think what he was willing to go through even before that baby was born. He was going to risk his wife's life and put that child away.
You don't mean murder?
No, I don't think he would murder the baby. But you know how Palmer's mind is, how he thinks. There are all kinds of accidents that can happen to a baby, and no one ever knows why. How they occurred.
Accidents with babies, it's so easy, but oh, that does it. I've got to stop that man.
What is it you're going to do, Phoebe?
I am going to call him and get that baby out of Palmer's house, and right now. He thwarted me once, but he won't do it again.
Cortland Manor?
Oh, thank goodness it's you.
I need to speak with you, dear. Could you come over to tea today?
Well, I had some things to do, but if you've got something on your mind...
Oh, but it's important. It is important. Please.
Well, of course, Mrs. Wallingford,
Donna.
I'd be... Excuse me. Honey, I'm on the phone.
Donna, give me the phone. Give me that. Phoebe, this is Palmer.
What are you calling here for?
I was speaking with
I asked
Donna.
one question, woman. What are you calling here for?
I want to speak with Donna. I was speaking with her before. Now put her back on this phone.
I will do
No such thing. I've told you before, I don't want you bothering us. And furthermore, I meant it.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Donna, I have told you time and time again how I feel about that woman. Why won't you listen to me?
Because, honey, you're just so unreasonable about her. Now, listen, you had no right to grab the phone out of my hand like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, darling, I was only doing it for your own protection.
Honey, don't be silly. How could she possibly hurt me? Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing home this time of day? I thought you had some big business thing to go to.
Well, you see, I had to come home and get some papers. Well, thank heavens I did. Now, listen, darling, I'm going to tell you this for the last time. You are not going to have tea with Phoebe Wallingford. And furthermore, you're not going to have anything whatsoever to do with her. Come on, now, is that clear?
Wait, honey, you can't order me around like that without giving me a reason.
Well, my reason is, darling, is that woman hates me, and she will do her best to turn you against me.
She has never once in my presence criticized you. I'm beginning to think you're getting a complex about her.
Oh, no. She's still furious with me because, well, I just wouldn't pay any attention to her asinine suggestions about Founder's Day. Well, you came in there, found her ranting and raving against
Honey,
me.
she flies off the handle every once in a while, but I really don't think she's still got a grudge against you.
Oh, no. She has a killer instinct.
Hey, I know her at least as well as you do. Remember, she used to be pretty rough on me, too, but she's changed.
Wrong. Oh, no. She's worse than she ever was. No, underneath that exterior, there's a vain, wounded old gorilla who's out for revenge, and she's out for blood.
I disagree with you.
Oh, well, darling, at least do it for my sake. Do it for the sake of our marriage, please.
Oh, honey. Don't you know she couldn't do anything to hurt our marriage?
Well, she'd do her damnedest, let me tell you. If she'd get in her cup, she'd make up all sorts of filthy lies about me.
Listen, in the first place, I don't think she would. And in the second place, you know I'd never listen to that kind of talk.
Oh, well, now, come on. I know that you would, so would you please lose your common sense. Come on, where's your loyalty to me, darling? Come on. Now, listen. Don't give her a chance to make up dirty, filthy lies about your poor husband.
There now, if you would care to accompany me to this chair, I will give you a nice set. I hope you appreciate the fact that I was able to squeeze you in like this. I usually don't take people who don't have appointments.
Well, I wouldn't have called at the last minute, except I have a very special engagement tonight. I usually go to Mr. Henri.
You see that French guy with that factory up on 57th Street?
For your information, his is the most expensive salon in New York.
Oh, I know. Mr. Jim told me all about it one time.
But then you can understand why I was hesitant to come here.
Yeah, well, I would say that you got here just in time, ma'am. Because if this hair is any example of that French guy's work, he should definitely go to an American beauty school.
What's the matter with my hair?
Well, it's just completely the wrong color and style for your face, that's all.
Look, I didn't come here to be insulted. Just do my hair in the same style I normally wear it, and please don't take all morning.
Oh, okay. I certainly wouldn't want to offend Erica Kane's little sister or nothing.
I don't want preferential treatment because of her.
Well, you are certainly gonna get it anyway. Now, your sister, she is a beautiful woman. Don't you think so?
Well, considering the flaws that she has, I think she's learned a number of tricks to compensate.
Well, whatever it is that she does to herself, in my opinion, the end result is just absolutely gorgeous. I heard how Kent was cheating on her, and I must say I was so shocked. I mean, why on earth would he want to fool around with a woman who looks like you when he's already sleeping with like one of the world's most beautiful women?
You don't know anything about it.
Oh, well, no, but I do have my eyes, which can tell the difference between one woman and another.
For your information, I am very young, and I'm starting a modeling career of my own, and I'm already very sought after.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm sure that you could probably have a good career doing those mail-order catalogs and stuff like that, but certainly nothing in the big time.
Kent himself has told me many, many times that I'm an extremely beautiful woman. But you know what's important? We had more than that to our relationship. It wasn't just fit. There was depth and substance, something Erica could never, ever have with someone because she doesn't know how to give and to share. She only cares about herself. You know, he was only an object to her.
Oh, you mean like a sex object? I know how that is. That's kind of like how my boyfriend is for me some of the time. Well, I'll bet Mr. Bogart was something else between the sheets, though, huh? Mr. Bogart was something else between the sheets, though, huh?
There's more to our relationship than that. It was deep. It was spiritual.
Spiritual, huh? Oh, say, that reminds me. Could you die that Erica showed up in that nun's outfit to the funeral? Say, how come you weren't able to recognize her?
It's not what I was thinking about. I just didn't catch her face.
Oh. Well, I must say I gotta hand it to her because the getaway she made, clean as a whistle, huh?
Oh, well, if you saw her yourself, why didn't you stop her?
Well, because I was afraid the woman would shoot me, that's why. How was I to know she didn't have a Saturday night special tucked underneath that nun's outfit? I tell you, anybody who'd shoot Kent Bogart like that would not think twice about plugging me. That's how come I went over to Mr. Bogart.
I wonder if justice will ever be done.
Oh, I'm sure that it will, hon. Listen, you can't go around shooting eligible bachelors in this town and get away with it.
It was just horrible.
Oh, I'm sure that it was. So you were standing right there through the whole thing, weren't you? What, was there a lot of screaming and like blood all over the floor?
Oh, please, I really don't want to talk about this. It's very painful.
Yeah, I'm sure that it is. Whoops. And of course, it's probably even more painful on account of the fact that you never even liked your sister all that
That's
much.
not true. That's not true at all. I loved Erica very much in spite of the way she treated me all the time. I thought we were close.
Close enough to know where she might be hiding? Come on, tell me, do you have any idea where she might be?
It'd be ridiculous. If I knew where she was, I'd turn her into the police.
I just had a flash. I bet I know where the woman is.
Where?
Well, she had that nun's outfit on, right? I bet she's hiding in a convent.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Whalen. The paper hasn't come yet.
Well, if it doesn't come in a minute, I'll send out for another one. Such interesting news nowadays.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't pay attention to it anyway.
Well, I suppose you wouldn't, being a sister and all.
Yes, excuse me. I think I better just finish the cleaning.
Well, there's no hurry. Come and sit down, sister. I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
Oh, what about?
I was wondering about your decisions. If you're going back to the convent and your holy life.
Oh, well, I haven't made that decision yet. I'm still praying for gardens.
Oh, I know you're tempted by the outside world. I can understand that. I was brought up a Catholic myself. I have 2 aunts who are nuns.
Oh, that's nice.
The sisters educated me, and a couple of them were horrors, but most of them were very wonderful servants of God. I grew to love and to admire them. Sister, I have a feeling that when somebody takes a final vow, as you have, you shouldn't let it go. You should keep it. It's the devil who's trying to lure you with the attractions of the outside world.
Well, I don't think that the world is that bad, do you?
The spiritual life is better. You've been blessed by a vocation. Now keep it. In this sinful world, we need people like you to pray for us.
Well, I will certainly think about what you said to me.
And there's a practical aspect, too. I mean, you weren't trained for any job. You may find it hard to make a living. Oh, well.
I'm sure I would manage.
And there's another problem, too. You're a pretty girl. Men will notice you.
You really think so?
You would be surprised how many men would take advantage of an innocent girl.
Oh. Well, I would be very careful.
Well, you're going to find the world is a rough place, sister.
I've got to get rid of this.
Oh, what abominable luck. That man would have to be home now.
Yeah, but you got to find some way to get around him.
Oh, that's going to be difficult. You don't know. He stands guard over that poor Donna like a bloodhound. Well, I can't let that stop me. I've got to get through to her one way or another.
That's right, and you can do it. If anyone can do it, you can.
It's my duty. It's actually my moral obligation to tell her that whole sordid story. Palmer wasn't duped by that Dr. Bentley. He deliberately hired that man to abort her child.
That's right. And she's got every right to know.
Yes, she has. And once she does know it, oh, I'll have no trouble getting my little great-grandson away from Palmer. And I'll do it before this day is out.
is a beautiful spot, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Bobby's favorite spot. I'm glad you came.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I'm also glad that you're not on Erica Kane's case anymore. I know it's selfish of me. At least now we can spend more time together. If I would have liked to see you in the courtroom, I'm sure that you would have gotten her off.
Well, I can only say that I've done my best, you know. I'm convinced that she got a bum rap, and now she's just disappeared. I can't help but think about how she is, where she is.
She'll be back eventually, Steve. Come on, sweetheart. Why don't you go and play in the yard, okay? I'm going to watch you from over here. Okay? Run around with a butterfly or something? Look, there's one over there.
He's a good kid, isn't he?
He's the best.
You're wonderful with him, you know?
Sometimes. Not always.
But you love him so much. I mean, nobody would ever know that he wasn't your own.
I never even think about that. I never even think that he's adopted.
That's the way it should be, you know?
What about you?
What about me?
You seem to like kids.
I do.
Children, excuse me.
I love kids.
Ever think about having any of your own?
Well, the fact that I've never been married, I've really not thought too much about it.
Not even for the future?
No, I don't think so.
Not even if you were to get married?
Well, I always think, you know, why contribute to the population explosion when I can always enjoy other people's kids?
Seems to be a pretty selfish attitude to take.
I just think it's more selfish if I were to have them. When I know the way I am, and I think much more about my career than I would about raising a family.
Oh, yes, you're going to look great as a platinum blonde. You are going to just love it. Now, Ethel, get you started, and I'll take care of you a little later. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. I just have to have a little conference with that woman.
Hey, you know, Opal, you really are determined to find Erica, aren't you?
Well, it's nothing personal against Erica, but the fact of the matter is she has a $50,000 reward on her head, and if I could collect that, then I could buy my family a little house.
Well, I wouldn't count on that, though.
Well, why not? By all rights, Lars Bogart should have given it to me when I spotted her in the church.
Why? The reward is for capture.
Well, I know, but that's only a technicality. But it doesn't make any difference anyway. I made plenty of points with Lars that day.
Lars?
Yeah.
Well, you're on a first-name basis.
Oh, we most certainly are. I'm making a lot of progress with that guy.
You mean progress? Are you romantically interested in him?
Certainly not. I've had enough old fogies last me a lifetime. From now on, I'm only going with guys who are my age or younger.
And what do you mean?
Well, I just am talking about my daughter's career.
I don't see the connection.
Well, what with Erica out of the way, he's going to need a new An American Beauty. And I want to make sure that my daughter gets a crack at that job.
Hey, Gran, looky what I found.
Oh, Jenny, I am so happy to see you. And I'm so glad you decided to come and have lunch with
Well,
us.
thank you for the invitation. And when are we going to see you down at the Glamorama? You still haven't made it yet.
Gran doesn't need to go down to the Glamorama. I mean, why mess with perfection? She's beautiful already.
Oh, will you listen to him? You know, that brother of yours is a real charmer.
Yes, I know, but he happens to be right this time.
Oh, thank you.
Is Joey around somewhere?
Yeah, he's upstairs. Oh, I know he'd love to see you. Shall we go up and surprise him?
yeah.
You guys want to see Joe? I'm going to hang out down here, okay?
All right, okay. We won't be long. Then I'll come down and get the food on.
Okay.
Come on.
Hi, Ted. How you doing? Nervous. I thought you were going to come for a while. I'm sorry. I got hung up at school. Am I late? No, it's all right. We just got home. You mean Jenny's already here? Yeah, she's right in the house with Gran. She'll be right back. Everything is going to be fine. Alan, sit down. Do you think she's going to like me? I mean, she's about the prettiest girl in the school. You're right. She is. Would you relax? Now's your chance to find out, right? I hope you're right. Sit down. Do you think she's gonna like me? I mean, she's about the prettiest girl in the school.
You're right. She is.
Would you relax? Now's your chance to find out, right? I hope you're right. She was really hung up on Greg Nelson.
It's over.
Well, I'm sorry for him, but it sure worked out great for me. I've had my eye on Jenny for a long time.
Tuesday.
Oh, what the heck?
Fonzie tries to make...
Cortland Manor, Mrs. Murdoch.
Mama, thank heaven. Listen, is Palmer there?
Yes, Days, he is, but
Well, could I speak to him, please?
I wouldn't advise it.
Don't give me a hard time, Mama. Just get Palmer on the phone, okay?
Days, why don't you just leave well enough alone? Palmer's in a towering rage about something, and I just don't think it's a good time to speak to him.
Because I can't wait, okay? I've done something. There's been a misunderstanding, and I got to talk to him before things get worse. Or I'm going to go out of my mind, Mama.
Daisy, now don't be so melodramatic.
I'm not, Mama. Listen, I love him. I love him, Mama. You know I love him, and I need him. And it's wrong for us to be fighting like this and to be kept apart like this.
I hope you're not going to say all this to Palmer.
Yes, I probably am. Why not? It's true.
Where is your pride?
No, just get Palmer on the phone, or I'm telling you I'm coming over there.
All right, dear girl, it's your funeral. Hold on.
You know, Opal, I can't believe you actually think Lars Bogart would use Jenny to be the next American Beauty.
Oh, he certainly will if he has any sense.
Well, it'll never happen in a million years.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Well, for one thing, I mean, the girl doesn't even come close to having what it takes for that job.
And what, in your opinion, is that? She is absolutely gorgeous. What else does a girl need?
Well, I can understand you thinking that. I mean, you are her mother, but let's not forget, I knew this girl when she was in New York last year, and she may have that common, everyday kind of prettiness, but excuse me, she's not cut out to be an American beauty.
Yeah, well, maybe you'd need a pair of eyeglasses.
Take it from me, Opal, the role demands two essential qualities which Jenny just does not have.
Well, what are they?
Well, for one thing, glamour. Glamour is this undefinable quality, like charisma. Either a woman has it, or she hasn't. And Jenny never will.
Well, I don't think Erica Kane had it when she first started either, so I'm sure that Jenny can learn about it. What makes you such an expert anyway?
Because I am Silver Kane. And another thing that Jenny doesn't have, she doesn't have an innate sense of fashion, that grasp of high fashion. I don't know if she'll ever possess that either.
Listen, all my kid needs are the breaks, and I'm going to make sure that she gets them, okay?
I'm not supposed to tell anybody this, but I hate to see you all upset and worried about this. So, one of my dearest friends is Harris Kern, the new president of Sensuel.
Yeah.
We had a quiet little dinner, just the two of us, last night, after Kent's memorial service. And he told me in the strictest of confidence that Erica's replacement has already been chosen.
Who is she?
Well, I can't tell you her name, but I can tell you that she's statuesque, blonde, cool, but kind of exotic. Not your common look. And she does have that grasp of high fashion.
Well, if they've already picked somebody, all I can say is they've made a terrible mistake.
No, they didn't. They never make mistakes.
Yeah, well, they have this time, and I'm going to make sure that I tell Mr. Bogart about it, too.
Well, he will only laugh at you.
Funny, people don't laugh at Opal Gardner. Now, I want my kid to have that job, and I'm going to make sure he finds out about that before it's too late.
Jenny, I don't believe you've met my good friend, Alan West. He's buddy from school.
Hi.
I'm glad somebody finally introduced us, Jenny. I've seen you around school a lot, but we never had any classes together.
Oh, well, I think I've seen you around too, but it is a big school.
And I only moved here just this year. Yeah, Alan just moved here from Pennsylvania. Are you from Pine Valley?
Well, I lived in California for a while.
Oh, I've never been to California, but I'd like to go sometime.
It's okay.
Well, I know I'd like the beaches, get to learn to surf, and I knew you'd be really nice, Jenny. Everybody says so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every guy in school would like to take you out. Matter of fact, I should sell tickets.
Well, you can't pay attention to him. He's my brother, you know.
But he's right. Yeah, well, Alan just happened to stop by, so I figured, I'd invite him to lunch. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm. Does Mrs. Martin know?
That's a good idea. Maybe I should go check it out with her, but I'm sure there'll be no problem. She always makes tons of food. So I'm just gonna go in here, you guys get to know each other, and I'll be right back. I'm really glad this worked out, Jenny. I've been wanting to meet you.
Well, I don't see why.
Well, it's like Ted said. You're special. I really mean that.
Thank you. That's real nice to
You know,
say.
I'll tell you something else if it won't embarrass you. I even had kind of a crush on you. But you didn't even know I was around.
Well, yeah, I did. I told you I've seen you around school and stuff like that.
Oh, but you didn't know how I felt.
Well, no.
Well, and that's okay, because I knew you were tight with Greg Nelson.
Yeah, that's right.
I hear you two have broken up.
Who told you?
Well, everybody says so. And I'm really sorry about it. But if you're not seeing him anymore, I was thinking maybe we could do something. Maybe we could do something tonight.
I'm all tied up for tonight.
Well, what about tomorrow? That'd be okay, too.
I really don't know.
Listen, anything you want to do, a movie, a disco, I promise you, we'll have a really good time.
I'm sure we would. Look, I should be straight with you. I'm just not going out with anybody right now.
Why not, if you aren't seeing Greg anymore?
Well, I know, but, it's just a bad time, you know? Maybe later.
I wish I could change your mind.
Well, you can't. I'm sorry, you can't. I'm just not ready yet.
Palmer,
Now, what do you want?
Daisy is on the phone and she insists that she will speak to you.
Get rid of her.
Heaven knows I tried.
And when we get rid of her, would you go out and see what those dogs are barking at?
I will be glad to take care of the dogs. You can take care of the mess with Daisy yourself.
Yo, bat! Daisy? Drop dead.
Palmer, don't start with me, okay? Listen, you and I have got to clear up this misunderstanding.
There is no misunderstanding, Daisy. You're playing house with Lars Bogart.
No, I'm not. No, I told you that already today. I didn't sleep with him. I was in the guest room, and nothing happened.
He couldn't have fought you off with a baseball bat.
Oh, Palmer, why can't you ever believe that I love you?
Because Daisy, there just is no truth in you at all. I was a fool to get mixed up with you again, and let me tell you, this time I have learned my lesson.
Palmer, please. You always think of me the way I was, but I'm different. I've changed.
Daisy, please. What are you?
You've got to believe
got to stop calling here. I don't want anything more to do.
Palmer,
I really
you cannot deny that our love for each other is the very best thing that ever happened to both of us in the whole world.
Well, if that's the way you feel, Daisy.
Yes, it is. I do. Oh, what are you doing wasting your life living with someone like Donna? I'm the one you love.
All My Children will continue in a moment.
Tuesday.
Are you sure you wouldn't like something to eat, Rachel?
Oh, no, dear. I had a little bite before I drove over.
Well, have a cup of tea and a bite of cake with me.
Oh, I'd like that.
Let's eat in the kitchen and be informal. Christine, would you like to join us?
No, thank you, no.
Oh, we'd like it if you'd join us, Christine.
She's like a bird.
No.
What did you think?
Well,
I
I
think she's
shouldn't
watching
eat.
her figure.
I should take a tip from her.
Oh, let's make you have this cake. That's going to be...
If there's something on the midday news.
Was still no word as to the famous model's whereabouts. In a related development, our roving reporter Audrey Wilson spoke with Harris Kern, the Sensuel executive who replaced Kent Bogart as president of the company. Here's part of the interview, which was filmed yesterday. Was still no word as to the famous model's whereabouts.
Mr. Kern, are you already looking for a new and American beauty?
Oh, yes, we are.
Well, how's it going?
Well, we've only just begun. But we feel confident we'll be able to find somebody.
Oh, someone as beautiful and as glamorous as Erica Kane?
Well, of course, we could never, ever replace Erica. But we're not hunting for a look-alike.
I see. Well, do you have anyone in particular in mind?
No, we'll be seeing a lot of candidates. There's a lot of talent out there, and we want to take a look at everybody.
Oh, will you be seeing newcomers and unknowns?
Oh, absolutely. This is the most prestigious modeling job in the world. So we want to make sure that we take a look at everybody.
Thank you, Harris Kern. And now back to you, Bill.
Mr. Kern and Sensuel Cosmetics have their work cut out for them. Probably no model in television history has so captured the fancy of the American public as Erica Kane. Let's take a look at a few commercials which made her famous. she is, at her peak. There may be a lot of talent out there, but Erica Kane will be a hard act to follow.
Harris Kern here.
Harris, hi, it's Silver. Now, just wait a minute. I have to talk to you. It's about something very important.
Silver, what is it?
Well, I can't tell you over the phone. I think we should talk in person.
Well, Silver, I actually would like to see you, but you can't imagine how much pressure I'm under.
Oh, Harris, I think what I'm about to tell you could make or break your career at Sensual. Please, why don't you meet me in person? Maybe we could have a few cocktails together at Nexus. How about 5?
Is it about Erica?
Well, I can't tell you over the phone.
All right, then. I'll see you at 5 at Nexus.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Oh, well, Miss Kane, excuse me, but I think that you were misinformed about something that you were talking to me about before.
And what was that?
Well, that is about the fact that Harris Kern has already found a replacement for Erica Kane. That simply isn't true.
Who told you that?
Harris Kern himself was on the midday news. I always keep the TV on in the back of my shop on account of the fact that I like to watch my stories, and there he was on the midday news. So how come you lied to me about it?
Well, I didn't lie.
Well, what are you trying to tell me, that Harris Kern just lied on national TV?
No, you... Oh, you don't understand. This is PR. You see, they generate this whole big scheme, this big fake talent search for publicity.
Did he tell you that?
No, but I understand these things. I understand it's publicity.
Yeah, well, I don't think I believe you, Miss Kane.
Well, choose yourself. I know for a fact the new American Beauty is under contract.
Hey, Donna, how many times do I have to tell you that, that just silly little affair? It's over.
Oh, stop it!
What?
I just heard you and Monique on the phone. It's her. She's your mistress.
What?
Phone is off the hook in there, Palmer. I went to hang it up and I heard your voices.
Well then. Yes, it's just poor old Daisy. I mean, you could hardly call poor old Daisy my mistress. After all, I was married to her one time. You did listen to the conversation, so you know that I want nothing more to do with her.
No, I know nothing of the sort, and I don't want to hear any more of your lies.
Oh, now you've got to believe me. You really must believe me.
I can't believe anything you ever say again. I don't understand how you and Monique could be so cruel. Oh. You know what I did? I went to her and, I asked her if she knew who your mistress was. I confided in her the whole time you were laughing behind my back.
Oh, no. We weren't doing that. No, we didn't do that.
Have been a Class A fool, huh? I believe those stories about your so-called sexual problems. Obviously, you weren't having those problems with Daisy.
Well, you see, Donna, you don't understand.
I understand! I've been way too understanding. But no more. I never want to see either of you ever again.
Oh, now, wait, now, Donna, wait. You must know that I love...
You what? Did you, love me when you were in bed with her?
Yes, I loved you. I loved you even then. I did.
Please, just... Oh, I get it. When you love somebody, that means, you lie to them over and over and over again, and you cheat on them, and you don't even have the decency to admit it when you're caught. Face it, Palmer. You never loved me. All I'm trying to figure out now is why you married me in the first place. Nina was gone and you got lonely. You needed somebody around and I was available, huh? Boy, I must have been a real challenge for you. You wanted to make me over like the girl in My Fair Lady, right? You wanted to change Donna Beth Tyler, the ex-hooker, into Mrs. Palmer Courtland.
Well, I was only
But
trying to
I
help.
wasn't good enough for you, was
Well,
I?
you see, if you'll just give me another chance, perhaps I could.
No! I don't want to be Mrs. Palmer Courtland anymore. Why don't you just tell your precious Daisy she can have you? Okay?
Donna, wait! Wait for me!
He's getting so tall. Oh, big. Excuse me, sorry to bother. Oh, hi, Myra. Just had a call from Mrs. Gurney. She said she'd driven down to Lambview to see her sister, but her car broke down, and she's got it in the garage now. She just doesn't know how long it's going to take to get... Does she have a way back? She'd have taken the bus, but it's on strike. She called Cliff first, but he's at the hospital. No, that's all right. I can pick her up. Do you have her address? It's the garage.
Okay. Want to go with me, huh? You want to take a trip with your mom to go and find Mrs. Gurney?
Nina, I tell you what, why don't you let me go?
Oh, no, Steve, I don't want to impose on you like that.
Well, really, I'd be glad to. I don't have anything else to do, and besides, it'll give you a chance to spend a little more time with Bobby. You like that?
Sure you don't mind?
I'm sure. Somebody I want to talk to in Lambview anyway.
Okay. That's sweet of you. Thank you.
You bet. I'll talk to you later.
It's a great lunch. Emily outdid herself.
So did you.
Me?
Yes, you. You deliberately tried to fix me up with your friend. You had no right doing something like that, Ted.
Okay, just don't put all the blame on me. It was Oprah's idea. I'm serious. She's the one that told me that you were ready to start seeing other people.
Well, I'm not, and Mama shouldn't have said anything.
Why not? She just doesn't think you should sit around by yourself and mope all the time.
I'm not moping, and I'm not going out with strangers, okay?
Okay, well, strangers or otherwise, you should start seeing someone else. She's right. Jenny, you can't just crawl into your shell like this. Your life goes on.
I'm not dead, if that's what you're talking about.
But that's my point. What's wrong with going out with a nice guy like Alan West just once? Most girls would jump at the chance.
I'm sure they would. He's a nice guy. I didn't say that. I am just not ready yet.
Well, when are you going to be ready?
I don't know. Tad, I don't think you've ever been in love. But when you are, you'll know how I feel. I miss Greg, and I'm still in love with him, and I just don't want to go out with anybody, not yet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say. Just don't be mad at me. I thought I was doing the right thing. I don't like seeing you unhappy all the time.
I know. I know you meant well, okay? Just forget it.
I did. I did it because I care about you. You're the only little sister I've got. And I love you.
Donna, please, Donna, I am begging you, please, don't leave me, please.
Why do you even want me around, Palmer? You don't care about me.
I do, I love you, Donna, I do.
You love Daisy. It's okay, I'll be out of here soon and she can move back in.
No, I don't give a hoot about that woman, I really don't. I only got involved with her again because, I don't know, but it's just a moment of madness. I was drunk. Ask Myra. She'll tell you. I mean, she knows exactly how I feel about that tramp.
Myra knows?
Yeah. Oh, of course she knows. Myra knows everything. She listens at doors, she peeks through the keyhole.
She does the biggest fool there ever was.
No, she doesn't. She thinks you're wonderful, and she thinks you're absolutely beautiful, just as I do. Oh, please, Donna, I just can't go on without you. Please, you mustn't leave me. You can't leave me.
There isn't one single good reason for me to stay.
Oh, yes, there is. There is the best reason in the world. You can't leave me because of our little son. Damn, who could that be?
I don't know, I don't care.
Get rid of them, whoever it is. Just get rid of them.
Good morning, Myra. I'm here to see Donna.
Mrs. Wallingford, let me check.
I know perfectly well that she's in. Oh, Palmer, you're still here. Well, it doesn't matter.
That'll be all, Myra.
Yes, excuse me.
What are you doing here? I told you to leave us alone.
Donna, I'm here to see you, and it's a matter of life and death.
You are trespassing, Phoebe. Get out.
Donna, tell him that you have to talk with me.
I can't right now, I'm sorry.
But you must, you have to.
I can't. Excuse me.
Where? She doesn't want to see you, Phoebe. That should be obvious, even to you.
I ate too much, but it was delicious.
Everything was great, Graham. Thanks a lot.
Oh, good. Oh, it's such a pleasure having you young people here. You know, the house wouldn't be the same without you.
Guess you've seen a lot of kids come and go, huh?
Yeah. More than I could count. In fact, I was thinking today about Erica when she was your age.
You mean Erica Kane, Pine Valley's favorite murderess?
Don't say that, Tad. That's not funny. I've known Erica for most of her life.
I'm sorry.
I guess your grandchildren probably went to high school with her, huh?
Oh, well, it was more than that, dear. My grandson Jeff was married to her for a while.
You're kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they lived right here in this house.
What was Erica like when she lived here, Graham?
Oh, she was very beautiful. Not really happy. It was as if she wanted too much too soon.
Well, she had everything before the murder thing happened.
And that's another thing I cannot understand. Now, Erica may have her faults, but nothing in the world will convince me that she deliberately killed that man. No way.
I agree. Erica just could never do something like that.
How would you know?
Well, I got to know her a little bit when I was in New York this summer.
Get out. You knew Erica Kane?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not close friends with her, but she was really nice to me. She went out of her way to get me a modeling job.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you must have been pretty good if somebody like Erica Kane went out on a limb for you.
Well, I don't know about that. I was brand new and she took a chance on me.
And that just shows the good side of her. Yeah, I'm so sorry for her for the trouble that she's in.
Me too. I sure wish I could help somehow. I don't know.
Well, all I think we can do is pray that the good Lord will look out for her.
I have never been so surprised in my life, Olive. All of a sudden, there was this smoke everywhere, and oh, my goodness, the racket. I honestly thought there was going to be an explosion, Olive.
Now you're no good at anything mechanical. I think you should trade it in to get something safer.
Well, maybe I will, but
you
it's
got
my
even
fault,
sewing
you
machine.
know. Oh, Olive, I can't
there you are, dear. Did you find enough clean linen?
Yes, I did, Mrs. Gurney. I'm so surprised you're here. I would have thought you'd left by now.
You will never believe what just
Oh, my
happened to me.
goodness, it was terrifying. We thought the whole thing was on fire. There was smoke coming out. It was all her bad. Well, gracious.
It was not a fire either, Olive. It was just the fan belt.
Oh, that's probably the repairman now, with your car.
This is Joan London. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, Daniel J. Travante, Ed Asner, and Waylon Jennings. Also, Julia Child will take us to a great chocolate shop in Paris. And later this week, George Burns on Good Morning America.
Friday, a child is cursed with the power to see things no one should. In The Shining, starring Jack Nicholson. Parental discretion advised. Sunday, Martin Sheen, Robert Duvall, and Marlon Brando in the Oscar-winning Apocalypse Now. Parental discretion advised. Marco tries his best to sweep Edwina off her feet. Watch One Life to Live following an ABC News brief next.